Hello. Thank you to whoever gave me the like. Hi, Mona. How are you? Over here. I was like, I need lip gloss. I need lip liner. I need to be beautiful. Okay. So I hope you're doing well. I hope everybody's doing well, regardless if you're on the live stream or you're watching the replay. So let's see what I'm gonna do today, because I didn't really bring that many cards with me. I'm doing well, thank you. Okay, let's see. I got my favorite, like lately this deck has been my favorite. It's the Archangel Michael Oracle deck. Let's see what messages the collective needs to know. And then we'll go into, this will be just like some guidance, inspiration, advice with the Archangel Michael deck. There may be a message in here that you need to know. This is a collective reading, so take the messages as they resonate, leave behind what doesn't. Okay. The messages the collective needs to know. Ooh. Wow. In the bottom we have your loved ones are safe, which is interesting because we just had the new moon in Cancer on Tuesday. Actually, the moon was in Cancer on Monday. Then we had the new moon in Cancer on Tuesday. The moon is currently in Leo right now. I believe it's still in Leo. But the interesting thing is, well, what I wanted to say about the Cancer is like one of the Moonology decks says that you and your loved ones are safe. So if some of you are feeling like you aren't really safe, or your safety is, you have concern for someone's safety, know that your loved ones are safe. It says, let go of your fear and worry for your loved ones. I am looking after them. Number 41. And then we have trust. Some of you may be having trust issues. Maybe this is where, well, trust issues usually are tied to fears. You know, I speak as a Scorpio who has trust issues. As a human being with trust issues, it's regardless of your sign, right? But I say that because Scorpios are notorious for not trusting people for good reason. You know, we see not only the good in people, we also see the bad, you know. Trust your angels. Let go of your expectations of how your dreams will come true. Trust that heaven has a perfect plan. Okay. That's number 36. And then trust the guidance you're receiving. Archangel Uriel has blessed you with a brilliant epiphany. I am also present to clear away your worries so you can trust your divine guidance. No, so you can trust your divine guidance. It's hard to trust that things are going to go well when you're so hyper fixated on your fears and your worries. So that if you're concerned about somebody's safety, you know, talk to them, check on them, do what you can, but also pray for them as well if they are in a situation that isn't the most safe. Or you may be the type of person who is always constantly worrying about yourself, worrying about others, worrying about how things are going to work out. Are you doing enough? Is what you're doing enough, good enough? But the thing is, it's not only on you. You have the support from the universe, you have support from your guardian angels, and you have support from the archangels. Certain things you have to release control over. I don't know, I felt called to say that because sometimes we can try to hold on to things and want to be the director of everything. But then we get in the way and we create blockages, we create stagnancy and stuff. So it's about having faith, trusting that you're doing everything you can, everything that is needed on your part, and then also trusting that everything is going to fall into place, that everything is going to be, it's going to be well. All will be well, is what I want to say. Hi, H-Town. Hi, New Life. All will be well. But you have to have trust. And sometimes that mistrust, it doesn't have anything to do with other people. Some of you may not be trusting yourself, trusting that you're following your intuition, that the guidance that you're receiving, you're not seeing the signs, you're not trusting them, but even your intuition or even the ideas that you're getting, you have to trust that. You have to trust yourself. That's the first person you need to trust, before you can even trust anybody. But sometimes you have to, what does it, love and let live? Something about love and let live. I don't know what that is. That doesn't even make sense with this reading, but there's certain things that you can't let your fears and your worries, your anxieties, your worst case scenarios get the better of you. It's having faith in yourself and having faith in your angels, having faith in the universe. Because sometimes we have to get out of our own heads, get out of the situation, detach in order to bring some semblance of peace within us, But trust your angels. 36 may be significant. That reduces down to 9. Let me see the number 36. That could be your age. 35 could also be your age, or the number 8, it reduces down to 8. And then 41 could also be an age, but it reduces down to 5. So there may be certain changes too that you're going to have to trust the process and trust that whatever changes you're feeling guided to make are happening for a reason. And trust that any inspiration, anything that's inciting you to make some sort of change, where you're feeling guided to make changes, it's because it's something internally or within your heart, even your higher self knows is necessary for you to experience growth, to even receive whatever it is that you want. It could be a dream come true, something that you wish for it to come true. If you have manifested something, they always say this, you could say what you want, but they say you say what you want, you just put it out there, and then you don't think about it again. You just put it out there and let it be. I'll give example. I like giving examples. All right, when I started reading tarot, and I was like, I need to get a book that's gonna help me understand the meaning of each card. And funny enough, I didn't really use the book. I ended up getting it though. So I'm looking on Amazon, looking at books. I'm like, okay, that book looks interesting, but then I held off on buying it. And I forgot about it, but I had the intention of buying a book to explain each tarot card. And one day I go into a store, and the book that I saw online was in the store. And I was like, what the hell? I'm gonna be on, I don't go to places that sell crystals, tarot cards, mystical, nothing like that. And to see that specific book in a place that I never thought would be there, like Marshall's. I don't know if anybody's seen tarot cards or spiritual stuff in Marshall's. I never have, but that day I went to Marshall's and I was just looking for something completely different, and I was looking for notebooks because I tend to journal. And then in the section that they have the journal notebooks or notebooks, and diaries and planners and stuff like that, they had the book and it was just like right there. I was like, oh shit. So I had the intention, because a manifestation is an intention, is a wish, right? To buy something, but then I end up coming across it unexpectedly. I'm using that as an example of manifestation. Sometimes if there's something that you want, you have to have it, set the intention, leave it alone, and let it unfold naturally, you know? Yes, that was a sign. And some of you, your signs are going to be totally different, but they're going to be relevant to you. They're going to be totally relevant to you. So it's important for you to be aware and not be clouded by your fears, your worries, anxieties, the what ifs, because all they're doing is distracting you from whatever signs that you may be receiving that are letting you know everything is going to be well, you're on the right path, you're doing the right thing, or even other things, other sources of inspiration that you may receive that will also help you along the journey of going towards whatever it is that you're wanting to achieve or wanting to receive, you know? I'll give another example. My apartment, I moved into a brand new building. I talked about this. I was trying to get into public housing. I don't know if any of you know how public housing is, but it's not the greatest. It's affordable for a reason, you know? But I was somehow denied. And I was so sad, stupidly sad. Why would I want to live in the projects in New York City? Why? I mean, they have nice ones, but you know, I was sad that I was like, you know what? There's something better. I said that and I left it alone. I moved on. I ended up getting my brand new apartment. Nobody ever lived in it. No infestations, no repairs, a brand spanking new apartment. So if there's something you want, set the intention, do what you need to do your part, but then trust the process. If there's something that you felt like you did enough of, there's nothing more you can do. You did your part. Now you have to leave it to God. You have to leave it to angels, leave it to the universe, leave it to Allah, you know, or whatever higher being you believe in, you know, even though Allah and God are the same thing. It's just Allah means God in Arabic, you know, I know that. And if I'm wrong, you can let me know too. But I just, you know, just trust the process. Don't try to control everything with your fears and your worries. And this could be about someone else too. There may be somebody that you're concerned about. Because it says your loved ones are safe. Know that they're being guided, they're being protected. You know, trust that they are. You know, but of course they have to also do their part to make sure that they're protecting themselves. You know, I mean, trust me, I've been in situations where I was like, I believe in angels. I believe in the guardian angels. I believe in that stuff. Because I've been in situations where Tanya may not be here, you know? Tanya may be 6 feet in the ground right now if it wasn't for angels. Okay? So that was somebody's message. I hope it reaches whoever it was meant for. And kind of hopefully it lifts the weight off your shoulders. Okay. So now I'm going into the What's the News deck. I want to see what messages you need to know. What messages you need to know. This isn't like a... I just used a really nice deck just, you know, to set the nice positive tone. Provide you some sort of inspiration, guidance, advice that you need to know. But now we're going to go into the 3D stuff. Let's see what you need to look out for whenever you come across this reading. If you're new to my channel, my name is Tan or Tanya. Okay, love bombing. I saw love bombing. Let's see if that card comes out, but I saw it. Okay, let's see. What messages does the collective need to know at this time? Spirit, angels, guides. Okay, penny pinching, financial struggles, saving up, budgeting. We're gonna see what that's about. What else? Whew. Oh my gosh. Fed up, lust. Ghost and lust. All right. And fuego. Fuego. That means fire in Spanish. Chemistry, intense passion. Things are heating up. Okay, this is... Okay. Remember, your angels could be protecting you, guiding you, providing you signs and synchronicities about anything going on in your life, whether it's something that you're wishing for, something that you're wanting protection and guidance, even your love, your angels are always with you, especially if you're always talking to them. Now, penny pinching, financial struggles, saving up, budgeting. Oh, I like how that matches my nails. Look at that. Okay. Come on. The color red may be significant to you. I know I might have flower stuff on. Fed up over it, not having it, frustrated. So someone's feeling frustrated. But ghost, no closure, cowardice, disappearing act. Let's see. Disappearing act. Okay. And lust. Greed and inconsiderate. I don't want to read that, but you know what it says right there. Okay. Oh my God. Know what I mean? Peaches and cream. I'm thinking about that song. Ew, that song is gross. Now that I'm thinking about it, that song is peaches and cream. Oh my gosh, sorry. Let me put this on silent. Did I put you on silent? Okay, now it's silent. Yeah, peach. Oh my God! But you see strawberries and cream, but peaches and cream. Peaches. The emoji usually refers to derriere. That we have the card that says, How come I'm realizing this now? I'm so innocent. Okay. There may be, I want to say, a cheap person, a cheap person, penny pinching person, who is, or someone who's experiencing financial hardship. That is frustrated, they're fed up, they're stressed, depressed, overthinking, a lot of thoughts in their head. You see the faces, the frustration, the anger. I wanted to say repression. I don't know if somebody's repressing something, but ghost, I don't know if there's, all right, this is definitely love. I'm getting love here. This is just love. Ghost, no closure, cowardice, disappearing act. I could read these separately, but no closure, cowardice, disappearing act. There could be somebody who's ghosted someone, or you have ghosted somebody, but this person may be lusting for you. You may be lusting for them, with the fed up. I don't know if this person is feeling sexually frustrated, Shadow energy is fuego. If you and this person have been intimate in the past, then, it's probably a really good time for both of you. Where fuego says chemistry, intense passion, or things are heating up. There could be somebody that that you're not in contact with that may be experiencing some sort of frustration in the loin area. And, I know people tend to go to hotels and motels to meet up and, do these kinds of activities and stuff. I don't know. I feel like that's kind of cheap. I know some people, they aren't able to actually bring people to their home. So that's why they tend to meet up in these places. So I'm wondering if this person wants you to meet up with you, but they're probably trying to find a cost-efficient way to do it, I'm reading these cards together. I could read them separately, and penny pinching could be something totally different, but I'm putting all the cards together. I feel like somebody's really frustrated. Some of you there may be some sort of, like it says, no closure, cowardice, disappearing act. So there's definitely no communication, there's no connection, there's a disconnect. And if this is somebody new, there may be someone who's trying to figure out a way to spend some more time with you. And this person could be very, they could be thinking about, they could be planning. Because if you think about financial struggle, yes, saving up, that requires planning. Budgeting requires planning. You know, so I feel like penny pinching, planning. There could be somebody that's planning. I think they could be at this, I want to say, breaking point where they're planning to, they may be returning for some of you. They may be planning to return. If you haven't been in contact with them, if there's been some sort of disappearing act, somebody's been trying to be like Houdini and stuff, and now they want to pop out of the hat like a rabbit or something. And this person may be planning to, I feel like they're getting this like, this urge to reappear. I'm gonna take the ghost card out of it. There could be somebody who's interested in you in some way. They may be holding themselves back. And I think in some ways they are, like, that's frustrating them. This person could be very attracted to you. Maybe even sexually attracted. They probably even thought of you in that way. They may be having those types of thoughts in their mind. But they may be trying to find a way or planning a way to spend some time with you and create an opportunity where there can be that, you know. I wanted to say something, cream pie. I don't know why that came to my mind. Cream pie. You know what that means, okay? I don't want to say it. I said enough. I don't know. This is weird because I just did Archangel Michael messages. I should have left this deck at home. I should have never brought it with me because this is like it went from heavenly to sinful, you know? I really don't know what to think of this. This is so weird. I'm gonna put these cards away. I don't know what to say about this reading. It's not what I expected. You know, well, there could be somebody that you have not been in contact with that may be frustrated and may be making some sort of return towards you. This could be somebody that you've already been intimate with. And then I think in their mind, they may be replaying all those moments that they had with you. They could be playing out certain scenarios that, or replaying scenarios that have played out with you. And that could be driving them crazy. All right, let's see if we get something different. Is there anything the collective needs to look out for? Is there anything? Okay, we got harmony, balance, peace, happiness. I'm going to step out of that other energy. Okay, repossess, default on payments, financially incapable, repossessed assets. You know, this card to me, especially when you have the harmony, for me as a reader, I try to read them for what they are, but also other ways that, you know, that are, you know, I try not to, if you know how I am as a reader, you know, I try to hit all the bases. You know, I try to hit a home run. I'm trying to like reach as many people as I can with the messages, you know. I feel like to me, this is like not only like something being repossessed, but I feel like for some of you, when it's paired with this harmony card, some of you may be taking back your power. You're taking something back. That's how I read this card when it's with the harmony card. Because if you felt like you've neglected yourself in some way, because repossession, that implies irresponsibility, neglect. If some of you have neglected yourself in some way, maybe have been giving too much to other people, it's like, this is like when the overgiver decides to take their power back, tries to get their energy back and all that stuff. You know, I'm waiting for that card to come out, H-Town. I wonder if that card is going to come out. That's harmony and repo. That's just on my message, right? Harmony and repo. What else? Extra. Some of you, oh my gosh, remember I was talking about overgiving? I don't know if some of you felt like you were over giving. This is the extra card. I know it's supposed to be someone who's acting extra. Hi, Teresa. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. So extra, dramatic, trying too hard, a starter. Some of you could have been dealing with someone who was very dramatic, maybe was expecting so much from you, very draining of your energy. Some of you were like, yeah, my piece is so much more important than this clown. So I'm going to take myself, I'm going to repossess my assets, my energy, my time, my patience, and leave this clown alone. I don't know if this person was your person, because they have the My Boo card underneath. It says official status, exclusive relationship, seeing each other openly. That's interesting energy to be at the bottom of the deck. But some of you could be taking back your power from someone who you may have been dealing with. It could have been someone you were in a romantic relationship with the My Boo, but someone who was just very overdramatic, very needy, always wanting your attention. Maybe by even starting trouble with you, starting arguments. So you could be like taking back your power, reclaiming your peace, reclaiming your happiness, and moving away from this energy. Now, another way I could read this too, with the My Boo, let me see what's underneath. Puzzled and spiritually woke. Yeah, some of you gained some sort of clarity because there may have been some sort of confusion you were experiencing. Confused, perplexed, conflicted. This could have been a difficult decision for you to make because this is probably someone that you felt connected to, deeply connected to, but there was just too much drama, too many things interfering with the connection, or just was stressing you out. And you were like, yeah, I gotta take back my power. I gotta protect myself. I gotta step aside and reclaim my peace. The spiritually woke is like self-awareness, cutting through illusions and detaching from ego. So this could have been a personal thing too. You know what's interesting too? I mean, it could be this person too. If you are dealing with someone, they could have been experiencing something where there was something dramatic going on in their life, you know, and they may be reclaiming their peace. I had to give you that. I had to add that in there because it's not always, you know, I could be reading for you, but it could be a different situation for someone else where it could be flipped. The person that maybe you're the extra person, you know I could be extra sometimes, you know, it's my Leo moon, you know. One thing I will always say, it may be seeming self-deprecating, but no, it's me humbling myself because I need to sometimes, especially with that moon placement. You know, I like to be important, but I gotta remind myself I'm just like everyone else. I'm special in my own way, but I'm not more special than anyone, you know, and that's a reminder for you too. But there could be something going on where there could be an external party that could be interfering with your relationship, and it could be somebody who does cause drama. You know, sometimes when people have kids, or it could be an ex that may be trying to interfere, and then you may be like disconnecting, detaching from this person, this external person. This happens when it could be when you have child with like an ex, or it could just be an ex that wants to be around, always wants to be around you, and you're like, we're over, it's done. Like, I'm with somebody else now. For some people, it's like that. But I feel like there could be some sort of detachment where you're moving away from someone who is a drama starter, or it could be your partner. And some sort of self-awareness is coming through, where someone may be detaching from ego. Maybe this could be true. Now, if this is personal, right? You know, sometimes we could be like, I mentioned myself, like I could be dramatic. I wonder if some of you are like aware that you can be dramatic too, and that you may be pulling back from that energy because you're having an understanding that this extra energy is coming from your ego, you know, detaching from ego, and then the extra. Sometimes we do that. And then we got the honeymooning card underneath. Honeymooning and harmony come together. If you look at it, there's peace, there's balance, there's togetherness, there's connection. So for some of you, you could be having that understanding that there's certain behaviors that you may be having, or the person you're dealing with is maybe realizing that that's something that they had to pull back from their ego. They had to detach from their ego because their ego is essentially making them look like a clown, making them look like someone not to take serious, someone who is a joke, someone who is, I want to say, kind of like low vibrational in a way. So there could be some sort of self-awareness this person may be having, or you may be having, that's going to help restore balance within you, but then also clear out any confusion that may be, this egoistic behavior may be causing in a connection. You know, that awareness is going to bring some sort of, it's going to bring clarity and restore harmony in your connection. See, I try to read it in different ways because not everybody's dealing with a drama queen or something. And the only reason why I think it is love too, because it doesn't have to. There could just be somebody around you that's a drama starter that you're just taking your power back from too. It could be simply that message. But for some of you, it could be an eternal thing or something internally someone else is experiencing that they're finding their way through. That's going to restore harmony within a connection. Okay. All right. Let me see what else comes out. Ooh. I wish I brought other cards. Oh, I hate when I do this. Did I bring other cards with me? Sure, I brought a curling iron with me. You know, because sometimes, you know, when you have curly hair, it's hard. Some of the curls want to look weird and shit. So you gotta fix them up a little. Didn't even need it. You know, could have brought another set of cards. I'm not trying to be a clown right now. I'm just like, why the hell did I not bring more cards with me? Okay, let's see. Let's do another reading. Let's go into tarot, okay? Let's try something different. For some of you, like I did the reading, there could be somebody that may be returning, that has been desiring you, or there could be somebody that maybe someone that may be wanting to make a move on you in that way, and they could be planning. Now, the second reading is someone pulling back their energy from any drama or dramatic people in their life so that they can restore harmony in their connection. Okay. What messages does the collective need to know? Two of Cups. Look at that, Two of Cups. The Two of Cups. That's about harmony, when two people are in harmony with each other. Two people who are different. They have shared values, shared feelings, shared emotions. Well, feelings and emotions are the same thing. The Tower, okay. You know what the Tower is about. Something shocking or unexpected, or something falling apart. Something that was built on a faulty foundation that is falling apart. And, wow, that's too many cards. Too many cards. But I'll show you the one I see. Chariot card came up. That's about success, victory, overcoming obstacles and challenges, and reaching the finish line. They say the Emperor is the one driving the chariot. So some of you could have Aries in your chart, or just be a boss or a bitch. I'm a boss. I'm a bitch and a boss and a bitch. I'm a boss. Usually when a woman's a boss, they usually call her the bitch. They call her a bitch. The bitch. Maybe you call somebody the bitch. I know I don't talk like that, the bitch. Unless I'm saying that bitch, you know. Anything? What else? Okay. Eight of Discs. And a Page of Discs. Ooh. Eight of Wands. You know, I feel like something. This doesn't. I don't think it's. This is love. Eight of Discs. Page of Discs. I feel like I had to clarify this more. We got the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is fast action, travel. We did see the the Chariot, which is the seventh major arcana. Something may be moving very quickly. Now I'm thinking about the song Titanium. Yesterday when I was doing a reading, I could not remember the name of that Sia song. I thought it was Fire Me Gasoline. It's not that song. It's Titanium. Got nothing to lose, far away, ricochet, you take your aim, far away, you shoot me down, but I won't, I get up or something, I am titanium, I don't know what, and the song came up in my mind, the Two of Cups, so yeah, something may be coming towards you. And maybe it could be a good opportunity, a perfect opportunity. It could be something that you're working on, that you have been diligent with. You put up a lot of time, effort, and energy towards. Dedication. You're dedicated to. And because it aligns with you. With the Two of Cups, there's some sort of alignment with whatever this is. But the Tower, it could be something happening unexpectedly. It doesn't have to be something's falling apart, but it could be an unexpected opportunity that may be given to you based on the hard work you've already put into something. Someone sees that you're the right fit for something, and they're wanting to make that offer towards you. Some of you, this offer may come in, like, definitely unexpected. You're going to be busy working, busy doing whatever it is that you're doing when it comes in. You're going to have your back turned to it. So if you look at the cards, she's working, she's doing her own thing. And then, sometimes when you're busy, then somebody comes up. Yeah, Titanium. It was the Titanium song. That was a song I could not remember yesterday. But then I was like, wait a minute, I don't think it's that other song. And I had to look up the lyrics and yeah. Yeah, she does. I was listening to another song that she did with David Guetta. It's interesting. Page of Discs. This, like, whoever this resonates with, you're gonna be busy working on something, distracted. That this offer is gonna be coming out of nowhere. You could be working, you could be cooking, you could be doing whatever it is. It may seem like a small offer because it's coming from the page, but the page is the one that's delivering the message. So there could be some sort of message that's coming towards you that you're not even expecting. You may not be expecting. It's going to be shocking to you. It could be a job opportunity. It could be a love opportunity, because it could be anything. But we could try to find out what it is. Got Temperance at the bottom of the deck. So that's Sagittarius energy. So for some of you, you could be, I don't know, some of you have been working on, like, maintaining your peace. Trying to balance yourself out. With the Temperance card. The message could be coming from a Sagittarius energy. Wait a minute, let me see something. I'm gonna look at these messages. Yeah, okay. Okay, I'm sorry. You're always in the kitchen cooking. Let's see. I wanted to check something. I forgot. It was the moon. I said Temperance. I want to see when we're gonna have when the moon is gonna be in Sagittarius. It could be any moon phase. I don't know. For some reason, I feel directed. That may be a date for you guys. Because we just had the moon in Cancer, so this is going to be leaning towards a full moon. We're going to be having a full moon moon in, we already had a Capricorn, Aquarius. Okay, so I think this is gonna, I want to check something. The moon in Sagittarius. Ooh, this is going to be after Mercury retrograde. But remember, we have a post-shadow period. So there could have been some sort of delay with a message that you were supposed to receive that you've been waiting for. It's going to be coming to you. The fact that I want to know Capricorn's moon, which is, I mean, Sagittarius moon, sorry, Capricorn. Oh, Capricorn, it could be that too. Let's see, because Sagittarius and Capricorn. So I'm going to give you the dates. I think it's going to be July 24th, between July 24th and July 28th. So those are, because we're going to have the full moon in Aquarius on July 29th. July 29th. So Mercury retrograde ends, technically it ends on July 23rd, which is when we have the waxing gibbous moon in Scorpio. But the fact that I'm wanting to look up Sagittarius because of the Temperance card, July 24th through the 28th may be a significant date for you. There could have been some sort of blockage with the communication that's finally going to be coming through after the Mercury retrograde. Even though it's going to be in the post-shadow period, but still the Mercury retrograde is supposed to end on July 23rd. So July 24th through the 28th may be significant dates for you. Something that may be something out, please. If this resonates with you, if you get some sort of important message, please let me know, because me checking that date, I don't always do that, but I had to. There was that day made me, that could be some of your somebody's birthday too. But the moon will be a waxing moon. Waxing gibbous moon in Sagittarius and Capricorn. Okay, so the 24th through the 28th. But I feel like some sort of communication may be coming in. Yeah, it's unexpected. It may be delayed that you're like, whatever. I probably didn't get it. Or whatever. You forget about it. It could be something you even forgot about. And it's going to come towards you. Okay. All right, let me see. But whatever it is, it's something, because I'm looking at the Two of Cups. I feel like the Two of Cups is like representing alignment. Something is aligning for you. And then we did see the Eight of Wands earlier, so I'm just imagining the Eight of Wands is like, it hits its target, you know? I know this is like a weird, a horrible depiction of, a tower and there's something hitting it. I'm from New York. Remember what happened on 9/11? God rest their souls. Yeah, but, oh, gosh, show you, please. Oh, gosh. Hopefully, all the planes that are in the sky around those time frames to stay in the sky and they land safely. Okay, Wheel of Fortune. Whatever this opportunity is or news that's coming towards you, it's a positive. It's positive news. It's bringing good luck, good fortune, a positive shift in your life. It's one that aligns with you. It aligns with you. It's one of alignment. Okay. Is there anything else the collective needs to know about this? Okay. Nine of Swords. Oh, some of you may have been stressed out about this. I feel like, hopefully, oh God, I hate that fucking Tower card because I don't even know why I mentioned what I mentioned, But some of you may be experiencing some sort of anxiety, stress. I don't know if it's because you've been waiting for this communication, this news, this offer, but it's going to be coming. It's going to be coming for you. Oh my gosh. Remember the angel cards? Remember? Let go of your fear and worry for your loved ones. I am looking after them. I don't know if some of you have, oh my gosh, even my mind went, okay. Do some of you, I don't know if some of you have anybody related to somebody, or it could be your partner, it could be your child. Are they in the military? That's why you're worried about them? They're safe. They're safe. For some of you, there's something that you've been waiting for. Remember the cards we had, trust your angels, and trust the guidance you're receiving, right? When I look at this card, it says, you can't even see it. I don't know if you can, but it says trust the process. I'm going to take a picture of it and I'm going to post it on my, at my community tab so you can see. It says trust the process. You have to release your fears. That could be what's causing stagnation. That could be creating blockages too. But it could also be the Mercury retrograde, you know? Oh, he is? Oh, I pray that he continues to stay safe. But it's interesting, your loved ones are safe. You know, I know your angel, your daddy angel, he's with your son, making sure your son is safe. But it's like whatever you're worrying about, it's you have nothing to worry about. And the Tower too. Oh, this card fell. What I wanted to say is that some of you may be fearing the worst, always the worst case scenario. You have to stop doing that. Remember that saying, your energy goes where your attention flows. So if you're thinking about negative, and you're worried about someone, you don't want to be attracting negative stuff to that person, you know, or like even to yourself, you know. So try not to let your fears and worries about the worst case scenario get the best of you. Trust that you and your loved ones are safe, and that they're getting the guidance they need, you're receiving the guidance you need, and trust that your angels are watching over you and your family. Because that could be what this Nine of Swords is. That anxiety, that stress. Trust, have faith. This other card, Five of Swords. There could be some sort of conflict. There could be a resolution too with a conflict. There could have been some sort of argument or fight that happened. But I feel like harmony is going to be restored in this situation. And then the Emperor. Gain control over your emotions. Gain control over yourself. It's like somebody needs me to shake them. You're gonna be okay. Okay. You know, the Emperor, he's very stoic. He does not act emotionally. He cares, but he doesn't let his emotions get the best of him, you know. So some of you definitely need to hone in and control your emotions. Don't allow your fears of the worst to get the better of you, especially if there's something that you're wanting I don't know, for some of you, I don't know if you have somebody in the military that may be returning home during those times that I mentioned, but it could be some sort of communication too. Okay, this one. Oh, these two. This one came out together. Page of Swords. So, I don't know if some of you are watching and waiting for something. Stop that. Stop waiting. Whatever this is coming towards you, okay? Trust that it's coming towards you. And then this may not resonate with everybody. I have to say that, you know, because you know, like, but whoever this message is for, yeah, I think that definitely some of you need to go within. Possibly make sure that you're not. Go within. You definitely need to go within. Trust your intuition about something. Be careful of what you're watching too. Make sure you're not watching things that are also causing you stress. You know, I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes when I'm in a love situation and then I hear certain readings and I hear like the worst things, I'm like, oh my God, is that my situation? You will know if that's your situation or not. So be careful of what you're watching that may be um, magnifying your fears. Beware, block out certain things. If there's certain things that you cannot watch, that you cannot listen to because it causes you stress, it causes you worry, then stop watching it. Stop listening to it. Okay? Yes, this is a collective reading that is about to end because my lunch break ended. So, trust your angels, trust the guidance that you're receiving, trust that you and your loved ones are safe. Trust the process for whatever you're waiting a response or message for. It's coming. Those time frames that I mentioned, July 24th, I think, and through July 28th may be significant to you. So some of you may be receiving some news, notification, a message, approval, offer, something around that time. If it does, if that resonates with you and if you remember this reading, please feel free to stop by any of my other live streams or just shoot a comment in any of my videos of the replays and let me know if that resonates with you, the time frame resonates with you. But just be optimistic. Trust that all will be well. Trust the process. Trust your angels. Trust your intuition. And protect yourself from anything that may be causing you stress and anxiety needlessly. Okay? Get a hold or control over your emotions and allow things to unfold. Because there's going to be certain things that you need to control and certain things that you need to release control with. But the only thing you can really control is yourself, your reaction, your responses, and also what you're entertaining or even allowing to influence you. So protect yourself, please. Okay? So I hope this reading resonates with you all in the best way possible, in some way, in any way. And if it does, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your engagement. Thank you so much, H-Town and Teresa. And you've been very active, H-Town. Thank you. And New Life and Vika, New Life and Monette. Thank you so much. I hope to see you later on today. If not, I'll see you next time. Take care, everyone. Bye.